Hey, hello, beautiful love light. Welcome to my channel, Heart Rhythm Healing. My name is Jamie. I'm a certified Reiki master and self-proclaimed spiritual maestro. I view myself as a conductor, conducting all of the energetics that exist all around us all the time. And the cool part is you are too. I'm also the founder and creator of Heart Rhythm Healing, my Reiki business, and that started in 2017. And the whole idea is about each one of us being gifted the opportunity to allow and open sacred medicine space and collaborate with one another to intentionally allow and that life force energy to flow to and through each one of us with the intention of dialing into the rhythm of your unique and individual heart so that you can begin to decode all of the information and wisdom that is locked inside of you that is just waiting to burst forth from you. And that is what that's the space that I created online to allow people to do. I feel that it is a very self-guided journey. Again, I am simply the conductor standing in front of this gorgeous, beautiful, glittery symphony of love lights, all dialing into their own beautiful soul song. And then, of course, we can collaborate within that space, right? But that is at the Harmonic Vibrational Attunement. There's a link to that in the description box if you want to come on over and join me and receive all of that beautiful, potent life force energetics that are, again, around us all the freaking time. Come on over to that space. I would love to have you there. In this space, we are talking about the Mayan Galactic Calendar as a way of flowing through time. And I'm super excited to come in here today because today is my tribe day. This is my tribe, y'all. White Wizard. We are in a white, and so cool that it's a White Resonant Wizard day because I am all about resonance. Again, if you and I resonate, then odds are very good that we are meant to be cohabitating in the energetic spaces and places together. So please at least come over to the harmonic.us so you can join me in my Monday meditative morning. That space is completely free. That link is in the description box below. You can connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, stay right here in YouTube. I love, love, love that you're here with me. I appreciate y'all so much, so much. Yeah, and I'm going to start with this because I never do that. If y'all like this content at some point within this, like if you're like, yes, Jamie, that is freaking on point and I love what you're doing, click that thumbs up for me. Just if you're on your phone, just give me a tap on that thumbs up. Or if you want to subscribe, cool, you can tap on that too. Or if you want to get notifications when I do these lives, then click on that bell and you'll get, inundated. No, I'm just kidding. You'll get notified when I go live, and then you can come and check it out. So we are going to start at the top level, which is also White Wizard because we're flowing through a 13-year wave spell of the White Wizard. So it started 4 years ago now, I do believe, and it was the White Magnetic Wizard. And so those code keys to dial into, again, over the course of the next 9 years, we're really going to be threading the notion and idea and insight and vibrational quality of the code keys: enchant, receptivity, and timelessness. So those code keys are very potent, especially today, because again, that's amplified today because it's a White Wizard day. So enchant, receptivity, and timelessness are code keys that are ×2 today. And we're also, well, hang on, we'll get there. It's actually ×3 for the resonant part. For those of you who are in the know, that it's a resonant moon of attunement. So that's our 28-day lunar cycle. Okay, so again, we're in this wave spell, right? So we're in year 4. So that is why we're in this self-existing tone year. And it's a red self-existing moon, The red moon tribe brings in those qualities and vibrations of the words purifies, universal water, and flow, baby. And then we have the self-existing tone of creation. So we have the feminine red moon, contrasted with the more masculine qualities of the self-existing tone, which I think is on purpose. Imagine that, right? And those code keys are defines, measures, and form. So we have flow, which is very divine feminine, and we have form, which is very divine masculine, right? The structure, the container for that divine feminine elegance and essence and beauty and flow to move. I love the idea of the picture of the divine feminine and the sacred masculine as a river and river banks. So the river is the divine feminine, right? It's this flow. And if the riverbanks flood, that water goes everywhere. It spills out onto everything. It has no direction. It doesn't know where it's going. And it is just, well, generally destructive, right? Whereas the riverbanks, they carve and carry, well, rather the water carves the banks, right? Like, so the sacred masculine allows for that movement as it creates that structured container for the flow to move through, right? Like, so yeah, but again, without the water like if it was just riverbanks, then it's dry and desolate and useless, right? Like you have to have both. There's this divine union happening. So again, I think it's very purposeful that we're flowing. The divine feminine energetics are like rising up to meet the sacred masculine energetics that have been really freaking potent for a really long time. And so they're flowing up to meet them to create this beautiful, harmonious, divine union between those energetics. And I'm here for it, y'all. Like, I'm so excited to see what the world is like cultivating and creating. And but we have to stay conscious and aware of what's happening. And we need to stay alert. Like, who do we really want to be in charge of all of this as we ascend and move forward, right? Like, who? Does anyone need to be in charge? That's a good question, right? How do we create this beautiful, highly conscious and aware and actualized society? Because I think we're being gifted that opportunity. And the more that we can come together and collaborate on those higher planes of consciousness and vibration, right? I think the healthier our society is going to be as a whole. Okay, so we left off at all right, so we're in the year of the red self-existing moon. That brings us back to the I do this every time, y'all. I forget about the 65-day season and the 52-day castle of time. I need to remember those. So we're in the 65-day season. It is the white northern dog season of heart. So we really have the opportunity to dive into our emotional body, to learn about our heart and emotional patterns and what they're seeking to teach us. And for those of you who are interested in getting a calendar to follow along, go to 13moon.com. And I was alerted to this calendar thanks to another YouTuber. Her name is Cassia, and she has a channel, Cosmic Consciousness with Cassia. And I would love it if you haven't yet, check out her channel. She recently talked about, oh, please don't let me forget this thought. That's why I brought it up, because I was going to reference something that she talked about recently on one of her videos. Maybe it'll come back to me. Emotions and feelings. That's what she was talking about, the differences between emotions and feelings. Like she had a spiritual download come through about like differentiating between those two. And it was really cool to like recognize, and it resonated with me. So check that. I think it was the Aquarius new moon video. that I would encourage you to check out. I think that's the one. I honestly don't know how to go and look. Well, hang on. Hang on, y'all. I mean, you don't have to hang on. You can do whatever you want. But I'm going to look to see. Hey, can you just let me in my phone, please? Thank you. All right, so I'm going to go to YouTube, and I've never done this while I've been live, so hopefully this works for me. Come on up. Oh, funny. I just saw myself live. Okay. So I'm going to scroll. It was, yes, the new moon in Aquarius video, 1/21/2023 on cosmic consciousness with Cassia. So if you kind of want an idea of how those two things are sort of delineated, she broke it down, and it was within the first like 15-20 minutes, I think. So it's pretty early on in her video. Yeah, again, I just love her insights. So that's the season we're in, like really diving into, and this is the emotional body that we're talking about, not necessarily your feelings. Like this is the energetics of the things that are going on and the lessons that Spirit is seeking to teach you through those emotions, right? That energy in motion is what emotion has been equated to by people that are much, much smarter than I am. So that is the season, the white northern dog season of hearts that we are flowing through. And we are about to shift, I think it's on February 3rd, right? From the 52-day castle of time, the green central castle of enchantment, which there's that word again, right? Enchantment. Yeah, the 3rd. We're rounding out this idea of really gaining clarity. Well, not rounding out, because we still have the White Wizard wave spell that we're bringing in that coding of enchantment, right? But it's getting crystal clear about your words. And I learned something the other day about the magic word abracadabra. And in Aramaic, it means with my words, I influence. With my words, I create an influence. So I thought that was really cool. Like that's what magic is. Magic is all about getting crystal clear about the words that you're using, both externally and most of all internally. And that's where that wizardry takes shape, right? That's when we're enchanting, is when we are super conscious and aware of our words, what we're speaking into our own body. Because again, words, whether spoken or written or thought, hold vibration. And our bodies, our cells are listening to what we're coding into our bodies. So really get crystal clear about what it is that you want to speak into your cells, into you, into this heart space, right? So that's the invitation that's being offered in this 52-day green central castle of enchantment. Now we're going to circle back to the resonant moon of attunement, where we are flowing through the number 7 tone of creation amplified, because today is a 7th day. So again, it's the White Resonant Wizard. Oh, there's 2 dogs. I was like, what is happening over there? There are 2 dogs that are trying to jump my neighbor's fence. Sorry. Again, squirrel. I get easily distracted. Okay. The code keys for the tone 7, that resonant tone, are channel, inspire, and attunement, because it's the resonant moon of attunement. Then we're also flowing through the yellow star wave spell. We're on, of course, day 7, which is why today's a resonant day as well. And those code keys are beautifies, elegance, and art. Which brings us to today, the White Resonant Wizard day. Today. Super exciting. So again, I'm going to read you the White Wizard little paragraph. I'll read the resonant tone paragraph. Then we'll do the daily affirmation. And then I will So the daily affirmation is in the description box if you want to follow along, and the link to the astrodreamadvisor.com yellow star wave spell and the breakdown of the days. I thought the question today was super powerful. I'm super excited to go through what the White Wizard Day is because I haven't done that yet. And it's good for me to gain more clarity about my tribe, right? So here we go. White Wizard. The code keys are, again, enchants, timelessness, and receptivity. White is associated with the north. And the code key for this tribe day is refines. Oh, yeah. Here's the glyph for the White Wizard. All right. The quote: untie the past, or its impact will last. Don't worry or hurry to reach the future. It surely will never arrive. I love that, right? Because we only have now. That's all we have. The past is over. There's nothing we can do to change it. We can change the story and the narrative that we have attached to it, though. And the future truly never comes because we're only ever in this now moment. Now we can shape the way that we move forward through our thoughts and ideas and actions and words that we speak. But again, like the future never happens. All we have is now. So what are you doing in the now, my friend, besides listening to me? Where we're creating with time. The White Wizard represents the power of the jaguar, the shaman, the night seer, the earth wizard. Wizard says the time is always now. The present moment is your field of play. As the canvas of nature cycles, you are time. Being receptive to your inner autonomous sense of timing, being on time with yourself, assures you will naturally be on time with your outer reality. So my friend Brenda asked me what time I do my Tune In Tuesday within the Harmonic Vibrational Attunement Ensemble. And again, this is what I am time. Like, you know, I'll naturally be on time with your outer reality. So she asked me what time I do my sessions, and I was like, yeah, somewhere between like 9 and 10 generally. I know I'm really bad about that. I got to get better about that. But again, I always show up on time for me, which is probably pretty selfish, right? All right. Enchantment emerges from receptivity to the expanse of the present moment. Enchantment emerges from receptivity to the expanse of the present moment. I love that. Wizards cast spells, enchantments. Spells are but personal myths that craft and define our lives. Spells remind us that words and beliefs have magical powers that generate states of fascination and entrancement. By becoming conscious of the spells we are casting through our words and beliefs, we can refine them and thereby magically shift our lives. And that is my invitation to you. Magically shift your life by re-scripting the words that you are using to write your own story. Receptivity invites authenticity, transparency, and healing. When we are able to receive one another, deep truths feel welcomed into expression. Oh my goodness. I love all this. I guess that makes sense, right? It's me. Connecting soul to soul without guard, the collaborative forces of enchantment are released. Let us be receptive to the omnipresent sacredness of existence, complete with its blessings and its challenges. Timelessness is an energetic dimension which has been masked by a linear notion of time. I'm going to read that again. Timelessness is an energetic dimension which has been masked by a linear notion of time. Together, we are remembering that time is the universal factor of synchronization. The present moment is always a living oracle. May the wizards arise and break the spell of artificial time, right? Like, I feel like in my space, like you'll arrive exactly when you're meant to. Like when I do the session is irrelevant. What's relevant is that you are in that space when you feel called and ready to be there. That is what matters. Again, I will stick to that like 9 to 10 time range for sure, but man, I really feel like we will all gather in that space exactly when we're meant to be there. Never late, always on time. So that, again, like no stress, right? Like you don't have to be there live. It doesn't have to be that way. You actually don't have to be there at all. That's the cool part. Like you receive all of that energetic transmission regardless because it's coded for specifically for you. Your subscription into that container is exactly what allows you to receive that energetic life force energy sent to and through you for your highest benefit, specifically coded for you. Now, there is value to carving out that time for you to really dial in and become more conscious and aware, right? However, you don't have to be there when like just like on YouTube, like I go live. If people come on here, I want to like converse and have a conversation if I'm able to, if we're able to, if we show up at the same time. However, we can still have that conversation because you show up exactly when you're meant to. You're here on purpose, right on time, never late, always exactly when you need to be, drawn into, click on whatever it is that you're meant to digest in that moment. Trust that, beautiful love light. Trust yourself, trust your heart. You are dialed in, and if you're not meant to be in this space, that's okay, right? Like, but if you are, you will naturally begin to arrive, right? So trust it, trust that flow. I do. I'm completely open to however this plays out, even if no one shows up in my space. All right, so was that it? Yes. Break the spell of artificial time. Let's break it, y'all. Just break it. Tone 7, resonant tone. The code keys are channel, inspire, and attunement. What are you attuning your vessel to? All right. The quote is from the Mayan Factor, which is the book by Jose Arguelles. 7 has its unique symmetry relation to 1 and 13, the alpha and the omega of the Mayan number harmonic. At the center of the pattern, 7 represents the magic by which the whole holds together. End quote. All right. Humans are resonant beings. Whatever energies we are exposed to, we have the ability to resonate with or vibrate at like frequency with. Notice, for example, how our moods can be influenced by the channel on the radio and the emotional, physiological, or mental states which are evoked by the music's vibration. By accessing keen perception of energies and vibrations, we can be more selective of what we bring into our field of play. This discernment directs us to find our own state of right alignment within any situation, as well as surround ourselves with what inspires us. Surround yourself with what inspires you. Our mystic power is the strength of our personal attunement. The power of 7 is demonstrated as the central mystical channel by the 7 energy centers known as chakras, which resonate through the conduits of our human spines, from our base root survival center to our highest crown illumination center. Each chakra is a sensitive receptor and transmitter. The cumulative vibration of the 7 chakras determines our being's frequency at each moment. As creative channels, we bring spirit into matter according to the frequencies we are attuned to. When we encounter the 7th chamber of the 13-day wave spell cycle, resonant imparts. Vibration creates resonant structure. which is felt and perceived on many levels. Acknowledge the frequencies you are surfing at any given moment. Exercise your ability to assist others vibrationally. Allow inspiration to move through the sacred corridor. Be directed. Follow the frequencies that serve you. Attune your vessel. Yes. So again, come on over to the Harmonic Vibrational Attunement Ensemble if that resonates with you. All right, I am losing daylight, if you can't tell, because I sit in front of my window. I like natural lighting because it doesn't have that like circle in my glasses that the O-ring lights create, but it's still really good lighting, especially when it's actual like more sunlight is pouring through. So I'm setting the mood right now, right? Like we're setting the mood. We're going to dial into the daily affirmation, kind of like sink into the vibrational quality of these words that I'm about to recite. You can read along with me in the description box below. Let's go. I channel in order to enchant. Okay, I love that right there. The notion of like, again, like that enchantment is aligning your thoughts, words, and actions with each other. Like that's my take on it, right? You might have a different take, and that's awesome. You should. Again, take what resonates with you and let the rest go. Let it flow, right? Like let it flow. So channel, like drawing in from your highest expression of self, the words and ideas that will like enchant your cells to move forward. Like I channel in order to enchant, inspiring receptivity. Oh, receive all of the information and the wisdom that your heart, mind, and highest self are seeking to share with you. Create the spaces and places to allow that to happen as often as you possibly can. I channel in order to enchant, inspiring receptivity. I seal the output of timelessness with the resonant tone of attunement. I am guided by the power of death. Allow what needs to die, the opportunity to flush and purge your energetic system, to go down into Mama Earth, where she is arms wide open, ready to receive the dead, decaying, icky, dark matter, right? Like whatever it is, whatever resonates with you, to decompose it, to break it down and turn it, remineralize it and turn it back into life-giving nourishment, minerals, fungi, lichen, right? Like that's what Mama Earth does. She breaks all that stuff down. And so whatever needs to die, allow it to die. Be guided by the power of death. What needs to be let go? What do you need to let flow out of you and spill onto Mama Earth so that she can drink it in and transmute it so that it comes back as brilliant, life-giving, life force energy, right? Okay. I'm going to read it one more time. I channel in order to enchant, inspiring receptivity. I seal the output of timelessness with the resonant tone of attunement. I am guided by the power of death. Y'all, powerful. That is powerful, powerful business right there. And so transformational, especially the more that we begin to see all of the things that are happening in our life as happening for us. That's when life gets super fun and magical. Day 7. I love this question. What can I do to stand in the light of my full mystical power? What can I do to stand in the light of my full mystical power? Oh, I love it. White Wizard qualities: integrity, heart knowing, alignment with divine will, magician, shaman, jaguar, night seer, priest, magic. Priestess isn't in there, but I'm going to throw that in there. Priest, priestess, and magic. White Wizard is the magician whose powers are activated by wisdom that emanates from the heart. Such wisdom is not the intellectual understanding known in Western culture. It is the wisdom that comes from an alignment of heart-mind, of mind and heart. An open, trusting heart is a refined tool of perception. Allowing yourself to not know opens the door of the mind to a deeper understanding of the universe. White Wizard asks you to fully utilize this aligned mind to participate in magic. I love it. White Wizard invites you to step into self-empowerment. Empowerment comes from self-acceptance, integrity, and commitment to your evolution. And from experience, I'm also going to throw in that empowerment comes from self-forgiveness, self-love, and being grateful for your beautiful mind, grateful for your beautiful heart, grateful for your beautiful body, grateful for the breath and air in your lungs and the oxygen and blood flowing through your body. Grateful for like all of it. That's so empowering and liberating. Self-empowerment is not to be found outside oneself. Anything outside that brings you empowerment also has a divine foundation within you. If you feel a need for the approval of others, look to self-empowerment. And that is something I am still seeking to let flow, is this need for the approval of others. And it's a childhood wound, and I'm working through it. Like, it's a process, right? And I'm so close to like being like, okay, love you. I bless all of the lessons and gifts that has taught me and given me, and I lovingly release it to flow down into Mama Earth and to be decomposed and brought back as nourishing, life-giving energy. So again, if you feel a need for the approval of others, look to self-empowerment. So that's a message for me as much as it might be for anyone else that resonates with. When you feel effectively engaged, doing what gives you joy, your energy naturally expands to include more of who you are. And magic flows synchronistically into your life. Claim your alignment with the highest wisdom, right? Your highest expression of self, or what Astro Dream Advisor calls essence self. I really loved that. Call forth divine action in all that you do. Align your own will with divine will, and your essence self. Harmonize with your highest expression of self. Be transparent, innocently allowing magic to come through you rather than needing to create it. So you don't need to force it. Just stay in the space of joy, bliss, gratitude. Fill yourself with, again, the things that inspire you. And you will naturally begin to experience magic, not necessarily because you are like thinking about it and willing it to happen, like wanting it desperately to happen, right? Like, no, like just release to the like open-heartedness of the journey of life, following your heart mind intuitive guidance and trusting that it's leading you on the path. And again, sometimes it's not going to feel very magical, but I promise you, if you stick with the process, it will be. You'll look back on it and you'll be like, oh, that's ultimately why that needed to happen. I don't know. Does that ever happen to you where I'm like in a moment, like, oh, now it makes total sense why that had to happen? Because now I'm ready to manage this in a healthier way. It doesn't happen often, but I do love it when that happens. Okay. So, yeah. So be transparent, innocently allowing magic to come through you rather than needing to create it. Open to a heart knowing and limitless possibilities. So it was just, when I looked at the timer, it was 34:34. I feel like that's a message for me. Anytime I see repetitive numbers, I'm like, oh, that's a message. So I'm going to dive into that. I cannot even begin to tell you, beautiful love light, how much I so appreciate you taking time to hang out with me, to learn more about this just the beautiful energetics of the Mayan Galactic Calendar, and to continue to dive in and unpack and explore and like find new things every day, right? Like every day we can find something new and exciting within that day. So stick with me, hang with me. And if you are, oh my goodness, I just love you for that so, so, so much. I really value the gift of your time more than you know. And yeah, I just love you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being in this world, vibrating and shining your beautiful love light in your own unique way. Thank you, because it allows me to do the same. So I hope you all have an awesome day. And until we meet again, beautiful love light, as always, go shine your beautiful love light. Mwah! Freaking love you.